we're on our way to show you what it was like for us in Istanbul, Turkey.
The world's most visited city.
And it's our first time.
The Middle East has a reputation for being a scary place.
But we learned that Turkey is not what we thought.
I'm Noelle.
And I'm Jonathan.
We're on a mission to live in 100 countries.
We're not just traveling, we're travel living, combining travel and living to create a more fulfilling life.
On our channel, we're sharing new things that we learn as we experience different cultures and meet amazing people.
From off the beaten path destinations to practical tips for living a healthy life.
We hope to inspire you to pursue your own adventures.
So join us as we make the world our home, one destination at a time.
Subscribe for free. We have to take a shuttle bus from the plane to the airport. That's cool. We've been traveling full-time for 8 months now, and in that time, we've learned a lot about the world.
And ourselves. Leaving the US isn't just about exploring new countries, like Turkey.
For us, it's also about leaving our comfort zone. And while things are often so different from what we're used to,
some things feel surprisingly familiar.
like how McDonald's and KFC somehow exist everywhere, even when you're trying to travel like a local. Istanbul Airport.
Yeah, I wish we'd see something different. It's always the same American food chains everywhere. Immigration always makes me nervous, but we've never had any problems. They always let us right into their country.
Let's hope our bags made it with us. Anyway, we've loved all that we've experienced in our traveling, but it feels like we've barely scratched the surface. I mean, how many countries are there in the world? And we've barely seen a handful of them. Take Asia, for example, the largest and most populated continent in the world. Like 60% of the human population lives there, and we've never been.
North and South America combined only make up 13%.
It really puts our little American bubble into perspective.
Yeah, I thought everyone else was weird for being different, but I guess we're the weird ones?
And what better way to enter Asia than through Istanbul, Turkey? It's the only city in the world that sits on 2 continents, partly in Europe, partly in Asia.
This is the reason why I personally think Istanbul is the most visited city in the world.
People come from both sides, east and west.
Yes, and maybe they are looking to connect and understand each other.
This airport is incredible. It's so grand and modern. I mean, look at this design.
It must be pretty new. I wonder when they built it. We're gonna figure out how the metro works. I think they have tap to pay, so we're gonna figure that out.
That's nice.
What happened?
Tap to pay didn't work. I think we have to get a card. It kept saying, recharge this card.
We got this little card here. It was a 40 Turkish lira for that card.
Which is like $1 or something.
Yeah.
$1.20. And then we topped it off with 100 Turkish lira, which is another few dollars because then you have to pay this when you enter the metro. So yeah, it's only a little bit each time, so that's nice. Quick tip. So you need to get a Metro card at the vending machine, and there are 2 types available. We chose the cheapest one, but I would recommend getting the other one.
Yeah, since we found out later that the one we got doesn't work on the ferry transport, and the ferry to Asia is a must-do in our opinion.
Turkey, now officially called Turkey, has been on our list for some time, and we have to admit, we're a little nervous.
Yeah, I'm like excited and nervous, but there's also a little terror in there. Growing up in the US, we heard stories about the Middle East and terrorism and 9/11, and those memories still linger and are very fresh.
The Middle East has always felt unreachable, a place we've been curious about, but also, I don't know, it just seems scary.
But from everything we've heard, Turkey is completely safe and an amazing place to visit or live.
Bacon in the oven. And it's August. That's a hot time to be in Istanbul. Still, knowing that doesn't exactly stop the nervous feelings.
Or the imagination from running wild. We're all ready to step into a world we've never known.
And maybe find out it's not as scary as we thought. 1, 2, 3.
Welcome to Turkey!
When we travel, we try to see the world through our own 2 eyes, not through the lens of the tourist industry.
Which is why we love house and pet sitting. It's like hitting pause on the sightseeing and stepping into a local's life. Think about this, how crazy this is. On the way to Turkey, we sat next to a guy who was Turkish, and he told us everything we need to know for our stay in Turkey. including how to use the taxi, which we already have done.
We just did
How
that.
to say thank you, which we've already used multiple times.
Yeah.
We were prepared literally on the way over here.
And this time we had the privilege of sitting for Fig, a cat with more personality than some humans I know.
Fig definitely has some opinions.
Hi, Fig. You like it in there? Are you watching us? Istanbul is massive. Seriously, this city is huge.
We stayed in Beşiktaş on the northern side, which was perfect for us. It's far enough from the tourist hotspots to feel peaceful, but close enough that we could visit when we wanted to.
Which, let's be honest, is the perfect balance for travel living.
First things first, gotta pull some money out of the ATM.
Oh, we just got here, and so we've been here less than a day, and this is the most mosques I've ever seen in my entire life. I've seen them today. I've seen more mosques today than I've seen in my entire life. And we just got to Turkey.
Are they beautiful?
Yeah, they're gorgeous. They're massive and just you can see them from far away. They have the tall spires. Look at that. Okay, this is definitely the fanciest, most luxurious mall I've ever seen.
And she's been to a lot of malls.
Security is really tight in Istanbul. To get into malls, you have to put your bags through X-ray machines, like at the airport.
Which, honestly, I don't know if that makes me feel more safe or less. Is this not the most beautiful mall?
This is gorgeous. It's open air. Look at the different layers, and it's just.
This is
I love
gorgeous.
The plants, and the design is wonderful. Wow, so nice. The architecture here is stunning. It's like a modern art museum disguised as a mall.
Yeah, this whole sphere shape with the terraces sort of nesting around it. I've never seen anything like it.
There's a mosque right across the street. I thought we'd be hearing more calls to prayer, but I don't think I've heard any yet.
Yeah, I don't know what a call to prayer sounds like. Maybe we've just been in the wrong place at the wrong time.
I kind of want to check it out up close, but I don't know. Are outsiders allowed? I don't want to offend anyone.
I don't know. We have to do more research.
Next door is another mall with a bigger food court and more affordable options.
And guess what? We found all these familiar brands that we haven't seen in like forever.
We're ordering at Popeyes. We're gonna get a chicken sandwich and nuggets and fries and a drink. It's 100 lira, Turkish lira, which is like $3 to $4 US, and basically $3, yeah. And then we're gonna go over to Arby's because they have Arby's. The food here is so different from what we're used to. It's not bad, it's just different.
Yeah, the flavors are unlike anything I've ever tasted. So many spices my tongue hasn't met before.
When we first started traveling, I swore I'd avoid places like McDonald's and only eat authentic food.
But here's the thing. Sometimes transitioning into a new diet takes time, and there's no shame in grabbing something familiar when you need it.
Because nothing says authentic Turkish experience like a hamburger. Jonathan, where are we?
Oh, well, we're at the Turkey Istanbul Charles Jr.
Charles Jr.? It's called Carl's Jr. It's a good day. We're at a mall.
We got some chicken tenders and the sandwich, so that's yummy.
We're at Carl's Jr. in Istanbul.
Home of the Grand Slam.
No.
See, we're number 10.
Oh no.
This looks authentic. Boom, 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 boom.
Woohoo!
Turkish delight in Turkey.
Yum. Turkish delights in Turkey.
Today is a monumental day. It's the day that I finally get to eat Turkish delight in Turkey. It's a dream come true. It was kind of like when you buy nuts at the mall. But instead of nuts, you have this Turkish delight. Whoa. Wow, what is it? Looks like it has like coconut on it. I got a mixed variety. Eating Turkish delight in Turkey has been on my list since we made plans to go to Turkey. Okay, this is surprisingly good, sweet, chewy, and not at all what I expected.
Yeah, this stuff has been around for centuries. It's like a little bite of history.
Yeah, this doesn't taste all that fresh. Maybe the mall isn't the best place to get this.
I mean, honestly, it all tastes pretty much the same.
We're going to
The Asia side!
the Asia side. Wow. So excited.
Yeah, let's go take the ferry.
We spent the whole summer in Europe, and now we're finally, for the first time in my life, and the first time in your life, we're going to Asia. Istanbul is already surprising us in ways we didn't expect. We're not taking the bus today. We're going to take the Uber taxi. Jonathan.
Today, we're heading to the Asian side of Istanbul.
This is the moment we officially set foot in Asia for the first time.
Istanbul is split by the Bosphorus River, with Europe on one side and Asia on the other. From Beşiktaş, you can hop on a ferry to Karaköy, and we're ready to see what it's like.
This water is so beautiful. We're right by the water. We can see the Asia. We can see Asia. Now we just need to get on a ferry and go over there. Let's get on the ferry.
Oh wow! This ferry ride is the best. This is awesome.
The ferry costs 50 lira per person.
That's 140 USD.
It took us 20 minutes to go across the river, and it was a very nice ride.
Now I wish we were closer to the beach. Welcome to Asia.
A small step for Noel, but a huge leap for us. What a historic moment. Our first steps in Asia. This is the first time we're in Asia. Beautiful.
Oh yeah, this is nice.
Oh yeah, no wonder so many people live in Asia.
This is great. Let's go to a mall.
These malls are nice. Things are noticeably cheaper on the Asian side.
It's actually kind of hilarious, considering we're just a short ferry ride away.
This gumbo is 1 Turkish lira? That's 3 cents. 3!
Are they still 25 cents in the United States?
Okay, so I just got what I wanted, which was a simit. It's like a bagel. This one's completely covered in sesame seeds. That's good. This was 12. This was 12. Which is equivalent to, let's see, 36 cents. I'm starting to think we should have booked our house sit over here. Here's a quick tip for converting Turkish lira to USD. I came up with this rough estimate myself. To convert Turkish lira to US dollar, multiply by 3. So here's 200. Take the 2 times by 3, that's 6. $6. 10. 10 times 3, 30. 30 cents. 5 times 3, 15 cents. 1 times 3, 3 cents. Remember, just multiply by 3, and that's how many cents.
In America, we call that a rule of thumb.
Check this out. They've got honey rated by the altitude. That's interesting. I wonder why that's a thing.
Does it taste better the higher you go?
And this milk, it's ridiculously whole. I thought Romanian milk was creamy. Got some bread. How much is the bread? 25. That's 75 cents. There's like cream on the outside of the carton. Gross.
Which somehow makes me want it even more. Is that weird?
Today we're gonna go see some sights in Istanbul. The metro costs 30 lira per person.
That's less than $1 per person. We've been in Istanbul for a while now, and we keep seeing mosques everywhere, but we haven't worked up the courage to actually go inside one.
Until now. We're heading to the Blue Mosque.
It's one of the most touristy mosques, so we're hoping that makes it a little easier for us.
We got a snack.
Summit.
The more I eat this, the better it tastes. Yum. Islam is the second largest religion in the world, and honestly, I don't know much about it.
Yeah, even though you can read about it online, I still feel a disconnect. Like, it's hard to understand or make connections.
That's why we wanted to come here, to see for ourselves, to learn and to feel.
Wow, I think we're inside.
I think we're still outside, and we can go inside over there.
I'm good here. I don't have a head covering anyway.
They might have something for you to borrow. Come on.
We're gonna go in the mosque. We're gonna go visit, but I don't have a scarf for my head, so we'll see if they give me one, or we'll see how it is. My hat off. How do I?
There you go. Okay, good. And throw it over one shoulder. And you're solid.
Angle it.
Women cover the head.
We're good?
It looks great.
Looks like normal.
It looks really normal. Take off your shoes.
Wear pants.
And no hats.
The Blue Mosque is very much a tourist attraction. It's full of visitors from all over the world, but it still feels special, peaceful even.
The architecture is absolutely magnificent.
We're inside the Blue Mosque.
Every detail is interesting.
I'm so glad we did this. Seeing it in person, it's an experience I'll never forget.
And that's the beauty of travel, isn't it? Stepping into the unfamiliar and finding something extraordinary.
After a full day of exploring, it's time to eat.
Okay, we just ordered some food and we're waiting for it to come. And they gave us this.
We asked the owner for a recommendation, and he's surprising us with something special.
I think this is called Testi Kebab. So we weren't expecting this, it just came out. It's like right out of the oven.
Wow.
Whoa, I wasn't expecting that.
Wow.
It's on fire?
Whoa.
Sometimes I don't put butter, just fire.
Yes. Oh
I
no.
don't need this.
Too much Whoa. Woo. Wow. Whoa. Whoa, yes. Amazing.
Meat stewed in a clay jar
Wow.
and broken open right in front of you.
What?
Wow.
What a surprise!
If you want to-
Nothing could have
Wow.
prepared us for this.
Thank you.
Look, we even got
gonna be
this. I wasn't
so
expecting
good.
that.
That was quite the show. Amazing.
That was very unexpected. I did not know that's what we got. This is the perfect way to end our time in Turkey. Turkey, eh? The flavors are really good.
And here we are again, back at the airport.
Oh my goodness, I cannot believe this. We're just walking here in Istanbul, and we walked into the best airport in the world.
World.
It is pretty good.
Yeah, it's beautiful too. It's very efficient. Very nice. So, yay, winner!
Ooh, look at this.
How much it?
Repack area.
11.2. It's so little.
11.2
I guess
kilograms.
it's more than like 7 that they want for your carry-on.
Under 12 is,
That's
I think
great.
under 12 is good.
I don't know. I think it's 7 or 10, but oh wow, 12.2.
12.2. Too bad.
Amazing. Not too heavy.
I didn't realize this was named the world's best airport.
It's huge, efficient, and honestly, pretty impressive.
And the best part of any airport, in our opinion, the lounge.
It's like the best kept secret ever. These lounges are awesome. Okay, we just dropped off our bags and we're going to go find the lounge.
There's security.
Oh wait, I
No.
see it. Oh my gosh.
Here's the lounge.
I can see it. We made it to the lounge.
Like we said, we only stayed in Turkey for 2 weeks.
Wow. There's so many different foods to try. I just want to try it all.
We would have loved to stay longer, but there are other places in the world to visit.
We got some food in our bellies from the lounge.
Yep, just went to the lounge. Now we're going to the gate.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Where are we heading next?
You'll have to wait and see. If you liked this video, hit the like button and subscribe. Also, we love a sincere comment.
I think we might have found her. There she is.
Where are we now? Subscribe to find out.